Welcome to a deep dive into the technology of the 2020 Jeep Gladiator. That's right, the Jeep truck is finally here. Now we've got a 8.4-inch touchscreen which is running the tried and true and most excellent Uconnect system. Now it might look like a hot mess when you first lay eyes on it, but trust me, it's actually very, very intuitively laid out. Now we're going to start here on the media page. I've got all my presets up on top here and it's super easy to set them. All I have to do is press and hold, and then boom, it's right there. There's no extraneous menus or buttons that you have to click. Along the left-hand side, I've got all of my sources, and I can dig even deeper if I want to access my phones through Bluetooth, an auxiliary cable, or through any of the USB ports that I've gotten here. So make sure your rear seat passengers have got good music taste too, because you can listen to their music as well. And if for whatever reason you don't care about the name of the station or the artist, you can click on this map button here, and then you've got your map right there front and center. So it's like having two screens in one. Now moving on to climate, I've got a whole set of climate controls here that are actual physical dials and buttons, but I can do it all from the screen as well. And then once again, I can dig deeper and have my heated seat and heated steering wheel controls. And then for some reason in the middle here, where I have access to things like my backup camera. Like, why is that in the climate control page? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Regardless, I can also go in here to this button and look, I'm going back to the same page. Well, that's because this down here, it's all customizable. So I don't necessarily need that button right there. So I'm going to go to apps. Here's where I've got everything that this can do. So I'm going to get rid of that control button. I'm going to press and hold on the travel link, move that down there. And now I've got a shortcut to that down there. And when you look at this travel link, I actually really like it. Here I've got options for my local fuel prices. You can go back, my weather. God, please don't let it be raining. Please, no more rain. Let's see, weather map. Okay, good. We're all clear. There's no clouds in sight. That's awesome. So you've got a lot of practical information right here on one screen. Now moving on to navigation, right away I have one box entry that works for either points of interest or addresses. So I'm going to put in my ice cream. Awesome. We're going to I Love Donuts and Ice Cream right after this shoot. But if you're not exactly sure what you want to eat, you can go into the points of interest and then you've got everything listed out for you, just, in case you're not really sure what you're feeling like. One thing I really like about this navigation system is I can go in here to information, where am I? And then show GPS info, and it gives me my latitude and longitude plus my altitude, which is really helpful if you're out there on the trails. There's a few features in this navigation system that are kind of off-road specific. So I can go down here to geo coordinates, enter a latitude and a longitude and get directions that way. Or let's say I find a super fun trail, I can record that trail and that way it's easier to find it the next day. Now on the settings page, where you're really going to want to dial in here is in the safety and driving assistance. Here's where you can customize how you want these types of things to work. So your forward collision warning, you can have off, only warning, or active braking and warning as well. Your forward collision sensitivity, you can customize that. The volume for the park sense, and what I really like is that I can customize my blind spot alert to have lights and chime or just the lights, because that chime is very, very chimey. You definitely hear it. So I like to have just the lights there. In terms of keeping everything charged, I've got a USB A and C port right here in the front along with a 12 volt. And I've got two USB A's and C's in the rear as well as a 115 3-prong outlet. So nothing should go dead inside the Jeep Gladiator. Now, of course, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both standard. Yes, I have 84 phone messages. Please do not judge me. And I've also got a Wi-Fi hotspot standard, which is really great because sometimes the car has better reception than you do. So if you're out in the middle of nowhere, it's great to have that secondary backup internet option. Now, we've seen the Uconnect system on all of FCA's vehicles, and I really like it. It's well laid out, it's easy to use, and it offers a lot of functionality. Y'all know Roadshow is all about tech, so we've got all your techie videos, so be sure to like and subscribe right here on the YouTubes.